Hi, I have in front of me here a 10 zoom PTZ. Basically it's a pan tilt zoom camera. It offers 30 meter IR and the picture resolution is 800 TVL. So it's a pretty high spec camera in terms of its capabilities. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to give an overview of exactly what comes in the box. We'll have a detailed look at the camera itself, and then we'll give a demonstration of the camera actually in operation and also the night vision capabilities on it as well. So what we have here anyway, it comes in this outer box which you can see here. So there's a lot of padding, things like that, so to make sure it's been transported securely. We have a power unit here. It comes with a 3-pin plug and it is 12 volts 5 amps. We have a user manual which is in English. We've 3 bolts here for securing the bracket directly onto the PTZ itself. So I'll just give a quick overview of the PTZ then. So what we have here is we can see the LED lights that we have in there. They're basically the infrared lights for giving nighttime vision on it. And then we have the camera and the ability to zoom in, on it. So if we come along here, we can actually see there's a base bracket, and I'm just sitting on top here. I just lift it slightly so you can see. We can actually have the camera as well. So obviously what you do is you'd mount this camera from a wall normally, and I actually have the camera upside down in this position here, but I'm doing it simply so I can mount it easily or display it easily. In terms of the cables that are coming from it, like all PTZs, it basically has 3 outputs on it. It has a BNC output here, which is obviously for running the video back to the DVR. It has a 2.1mm power socket here, where we'll be taking power from the power unit, either locally or from wherever, running to it. And then also we have these 2 cables here, which are the RS485 cables. And this is basically to allow remote control in terms of being able to zoom and rotate the camera itself. So it's a very neat and cool design. So I think the real proof of demonstration here will be to actually just come along. What I'm going to do on the DVR we have preset up here, over in the corner, only about a meter or so away from that large sign, what we have is we have the PTZ wired back in. So remember, there's 3 cables coming off. There's the power cable, the power of the PTZ. We also have the BNC cable running back to the DVR, and we also have the RS485 cable connected in, and this is what allows me to actually bring up the menu here in the PTZ and control the PTZ here from the DVR. So we can see here we have this functionality here, so we can actually just move rotate the PTZ, and we can also zoom and focus all the rest of it here. What I'm going to do maybe as an initial step in this is I'm just going to go to the corner here. I'm going to knock off the lights. We'll see it totally going out of focus here for a minute, and then it'll come back up with night vision on it. Just give me 1 second here, and it'll have an autofocus on it here. So what we can do here is we can see, we want to just zoom in on this sign. So pretend this will say as a reg number or something like this. We want to just come along, so we just put it in the center here. And what I'll do here is I'll zoom right in. So we can see even with nighttime vision, it'll just zoom and it'll adjust here itself. And what we can do here is we can actually do a focus on it here. So I'll just do a minus here, or we can do a plus here. So it just allows us to focus here. So we'll just zoom here, and then I can zoom further in, all the way in, and you can see here, a very tight thing here on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom right back out here, and what I'll do here is I'm just going to knock the lights back on, and we'll just do further demonstration what it's capable of in terms of vision. So we can actually see the colour resolution on it here now. So if we wanted to come along here, I could just spin this around. We can look to the left and right. I can actually spin the camera very easily up and down on the mounting here. So there, we actually had it at the max there, so you couldn't adjust it further. And this is just a backdrop here. And once again, if we come along here, we can just zoom in on something. And then if we wanted that, we can actually just come along and we can just leave it for the focus for a second, and then we can focus this way, or we can focus this. So you can see here, and I'll just do a slight adjust on this again. So I'll just zoom even further here now. We can get right in. So you can see the level of detail we can achieve there. So you can see even there on the graphics there, we have little worms there with their eyes, things like that, so we can zoom in. So it's really, really impressive here, both in terms of, we'll say, the fact that the zoom ability on it, how easy it is to use. We're demonstrating it here on one of our own IQ CCTV DVRs. and we can do it here, but also the nighttime vision, etc. And the price range that comes in at. This is a very, very attractive PTZ. So that's it anyway, an overview of the 10 zoom 30 meter IR 800 TVL PTZ available on freetv.ie.